Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Since today is June 30th, I'm going to do one more Ween video. I'm going to be doing two new projects and showing you an older project. For my first DIY, I'm going to be vamping up some existing lanterns that I have. Aren't these cute? Of course, I don't like that candle in there, so that's going to be my second DIY is fixing these candles, but I love how these lanterns look. And you know, if you just have some black lanterns, you can make designs on the glass with hot glue or maybe even some string, and you can also just do, like, instead of pumpkins like I have here and vines, you could do some cobwebs. So I'm going to be taking these candlesticks that I have. I'm going to spray paint them black because they just don't look good white. Got to paint them black. All right, now they are nice and shiny black here. I did use a gloss because it is a little glossy, and I did use my spray on here too, so it doesn't scratch off. So this has got to get glued on here, but you know, since this is round and my bottom is square, I did have to take those candles out. They were screwed in. I have this piece of wood right here that fits perfectly on here. Look at that. I will be painting this black first, and then I will be hot gluing it to the candlestick here, and then gluing it to the lantern. All right, now that it is all painted, I'm taking my E6000. I did draw my circle here so I can kind of make sure I get it even. Not the glue, the candlestick when I get it glued on. I'm just going to put a bunch of glue on the edge here. See, this helps me know because, you know, I have an indent of my candlestick, so I just need it to be on there. And I'm also going to put glue on top of the rim of the candlestick to give it extra glue. All right, now I'm just going to be lining this up with that circle that I drew, so I have it in the right spot. And I will let this dry for a few hours. Now that it's all dry, I did glue that on, and I want to use this trim that I have because you can see a gap where I glued the lantern to the wood. And I'm just going to hot glue this all around, and it just dresses it up a bit. You know, you could use some really fancy trim on there if you want to. Kind of with some fringe would look kind of neat hanging down. Now that my lantern has gold on it, I'm taking my gold metallic paint and I'm brushing it over the trim, and I'm going all over the candlestick with it too. Now I got to finish up the other one, and then they will be ready for their new candles that I'm going to be working on. All right, now DIY number 2 is those LED battery operated candles. So what I want to do is make them look melted, where it's been dripping for a long time, and I'm just taking my big glue gun here, going along the edge and just going down and back up. Going down and back up at different levels. Make some long, make some short, and that's all you got to do. See, that's how it's looking. So I'm just going to be doing around the whole candle. And I will also go back over with a second coat just to make it a little thicker, but just kind of more at the top, not all the drips that I'm making go down the candle. So you can see this is how this one looks. So I love this look. Now I got to paint it. So I'm just using my chalk paint here in my plaster color. And I'm probably going to have to do a couple coats on here to make sure that it is well covering everything. So now that it's done, I'm taking my black antique wax here, and I'm just going to rub it on. I want this to be a gray look, but you can paint your candle any color. And you know what? After I put everything together, I kind of wish I would have done them orange instead, which I can always go back and do that. So I just like to go lightly when I do this, not too heavy. And then I can just keep adding more layers until I get the desired look that I like on here. I will be showing you how the candle looks inside the lantern towards the end of the video because I'm going to do a little vignette with my next project. So DIY number 3 is an older project from a couple years ago where I did a witch hat for a jack-o'-lantern. So I'm going to show you the witch hat here, how I made it. This is a witch hat that I got from Temu. And I'm going to take off this orange here because I don't want the orange. But I'll be saving. I did save it because I like to use that netting because it's got the cobwebs on it. It's really, really cool. All right, so I'm going to be covering all this up. You won't be seeing this. So what I want to do is get that covered up. And, you know, you can stuff your witch hat if you want to. But I think I'm just going to leave it the way it is. I got these ribbons at Michael's a couple years ago, and I think they still had some of these last year when I looked. You get some ribbons and some trim for Halloween. There was different ones where you can get some black and whites. You can get the colored ones with some purple, black, and orange and green. And I want to use some of these on my hat. So I want to use this creepy fabric first, or creepy, whatever it is. And this is going to go around the bottom of the hat here on top of the brim. So I'm just cutting it to a width that I want to use. And I'm just going to tie it around here. It's really easy. You can also tack yours down with some hot glue. All right, the next thing is I'm taking some of these ribbons and I'm going to cut them. So I have some lace here and just some ribbons. I'm just cutting them in half. And I'm just going to keep layering them like so. And I'm going to tie them in a knot in the middle. And I'm going to go ahead and hot glue it on here. There we go. Now I want to add a bunch of embellishments with a bunch of, I got pieces from picks with leaves and everything and berries and acorns, and I'm just going to go ahead and get this all decorated up. I'll be adding a few more pieces until I get this the way I want it to look. And I'm going to be using this hat on this big jar that I have that kind of looks like a pumpkin. And it is filled with wine corks. Yes, I said wine corks. Now, I didn't drink all this wine for these wine corks. I actually had bought a bunch when we lived in our house. If a lot of my old subscribers, and there's that big jar with the wine corks. If my older subscribers remember the house that we had in the foothills with the big pond and the double waterfall, I was buying a bunch of wine corks on eBay and I was cutting them in half with my scroll saw because I was hot gluing them on our bar in the basement. And you know what? This is great for a little witch bar. You can have, your little wine corks in here. But I love how this looks, and I wanted to use this hat on here to make a display with these lanterns. All right, my sweet friends, that's going to do it for the video today. I hope that you enjoyed it. And next month in July, it's Christmas in July, and I cannot wait to get started. I want to wish everybody a very wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.